Hello, everybody. This is part of our reaction channel, and as you can tell by the title, we are kind of breaking down and talking about Loki.
I'm low-key excited for this.
Oh, Loki excited.
Pun intended, guys.
Pun should not have been intended.
Oh, wow. I thought it was a good pun. I was very... I was very confident in that one. I thought about it for a whole 30 seconds before you said it.
So, how'd you like the episode?
This previous episode?
Okay, hold on. Spoilers. If you haven't seen season 1, episode 5 of...
If you haven't seen any of it, don't watch this just yet. Watch the episodes, then come back and watch this.
Yeah, I mean, even if you have to wait till Wednesday to watch your last episode, because some people don't want...
Some people don't like watching them. Yeah, I don't really like doing it. I like watching them all at once.
I like having the anticipation.
I don't. I hate it when it happens.
All right. So, episode 1, how'd you like it? Episode 5.
I was about to say, so the previous episode, we will get into some previous episodes, previous to 5, throughout this reaction video. We will. I think it'll come up. Yeah, there's a lot in 5.
I mean, there is.
And I'm sure there's a lot in other ones that we just missed.
From Loki getting his hand bit off to...
But there's not a lot as many as in the 5th one.
What?
There's not as many as there are in the 5th one. The 5th one has a ton.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous.
Holy cow.
So,
wow.
Reaction to the first... Oh, okay, well...
Hey, we have an excuse this one because Owen Wilson's in this.
Yes, you'll be hearing a lot of wows.
So. Oh, yeah, this one's dedicated to Owen Wilson.
For you, Owen. For you, pal.
You and your short hair, You cut your hair. I can't believe you cut his hair. I liked his long hair, which I liked my long hair, but I got rid of it.
From Night at the Museum.
Yeah, he was a cowboy.
Yeah.
Cowboy. I will fight you, Roman. Is that what you're talking about?
Sure.
That's what you're talking about, right? Whenever they Roman.
Yeah. I don't think he really said that, but...
I don't know what he said. It's been a while since I've seen that.
All right, so first episode, go.
The
5th. Sorry. The first episode we watched
you're not on your game. But we did just film like an hour and a half podcast, and
we did. It's exhausting.
We did react to the McGregor fight. We got a lot coming out.
Who fight?
McGregor fight.
Oh, it's like some Mooncracker.
Yeah, that's a fighter now, guys.
Mooncracker, yeah.
Well, McGregor's new nickname is Leg Cracker.
It's too soon.
Too soon.
Soon.
There's no too soon for comedy. Some people like dark comedy, and I'm a fan of McGregor, so I'm not doing it out of hate. I'm doing it out of comedy.
Well, I don't think he would.
He's not going to find it funny.
I don't think he's going to appreciate it.
He might find it funny in about 100 years, but not right now.
100 years. When he's 30 years in a grave.
I thought he was going to say 30 years old. I was like, man, you're way off.
He's pulling the Thor where he's 1,000 years old. All right.
Okay. So, the 5th episode, to start off with the episode.
What was your most memorable moment from that?
The Thor hammer and the Thor being a frog.
That was fantastic. Such a good callback to the comic.
Oh. Thor being the frog, because that's a flashback to when Loki turned him into a frog.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah.
Well, when he said Loki turned him into a frog.
Yeah. And plus the comics, which I'm not a big comic guy, so what I learned is from YouTube or the internet.
Yep. Yeah, we didn't read the comics. We watched other people that had read the comics and talked about comparing them to the comics. Yeah. So there's a lot of comic book references in this.
I knew about Frog Thor way before.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I knew the hammer was there, and I was like, what the heck is in that thing? And
I was like, oh my gosh, it's Frog Thor.
Yeah, I had no clue until you said anything.
And the Thanos chopter, that was pretty memorable, because people said that his double blade from Endgame was a reference to the Thanos copter, or chopper. Jeez, I cannot say that word right.
Helicopter, say that.
That's not what it's called. But they finally incorporated it into a live action, or like more of a easier to depict.
Did you just
what?
Did you just say a helicopter isn't called a helicopter?
No, I said no. That's not what the Thanos copter.
Oh, I was
chopper.
like,
I cannot say it right.
I said helicopter, and you said that's not what they're called. I was like, what?
No, but my memorable moment had to be Loki getting his hand bit off by...
That was funny. We watched that multiple times.
His scream was so authentic and hilarious and comedic. It was fantastic.
It was perfect.
Props to Tom Hiddleston on that.
It was perfect. Another memorable... yeah, you know that word, guys. Memorable? Memorable,
yeah.
Am I from Zoolander or something?
Oh.
Have you ever seen Zoolander?
I have not.
Oh, God.
So anything you reference about Zoolander, I'm just like,
wow.
Okay.
Well, that's the only thing I want to reference from Zoolander because I don't remember much of it.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if that's from Zoolander. That's where my head went whenever I did that noise. So
Okay,
it could be from a different movie, but
we're
not reacting to Zoolander. We are reacting to Loki, episode 5. And so you said you found Loki's hand being bit off by Loki alligator alligator Loki.
Yes.
Your most memorable. That was the funniest thing in the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Episode. Mine was the Thor hammer and Thor frog. There's also a lot. There's a lot of stuff in this episode.
There's a lot of Easter eggs.
There is. I mean, there's everything. There's what is it? 3 7 wonders of the worlds with the pyramid. No, the pyramids, the tower, and then that
no, the other thing was in the Eternals trailer. The Gardens of, I can't remember what they're called. I'm not.
He said that there's 3 7 wonders of the world
in the MCU.
No, yeah, you're right. My bad.
But yeah, and it's crazy. It's got this Stark Tower, which is called the King Tower. King.
That's
King
a big
Tower.
Easter egg.
So
that's big.
They are definitely pointing in the direction of the guy who's running the TVA as being King the Conqueror.
Yep.
Which is
we'll find out next episode though.
People are saying, I'm not sure if Kevin Feige is who is over the MCU. I don't know if he's confirmed, but King the Conqueror is going to be possibly the big bad of the next Avengers movie because he's going to be appearing in Ant-Man 3 Quantumania.
And here Loki is introducing him to the MCU.
People say that WandaVision was the biggest setup for the next part of the MCU, but I believe it's Loki.
Yeah. I didn't find as much enjoyment out of WandaVision as I do this.
I loved WandaVision. It was fantastic.
No, I loved it. And I love Winter Soldier. Well, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but I love this show the best.
Yes, this show. Well, I mean, I love Tom Hiddleston out of all of these, like all the other actors. Which
I don't know. I like Anthony Mackie and I like Sebastian Stan.
Sebastian Stan is fantastic, but Tom Hiddleston, he brings a chemistry or charisma to his role.
Yeah.
I feel like he gets invested into the roles as everybody else is just kind of like, this is our character. Here we are. Like,
which I feel like that's how all the Avengers are that take it seriously. There's not a lot of Avengers that take it seriously. I mean, I feel like Robert Downey Jr. and Tom Holland are 2 of the characters that take their role to the next level. They are themselves outside of the movie too.
I think what helped Robert was he's Tony Stark in real life. Like, he acts just like Tony Stark would.
Yeah.
So it was easy for him to find common ground with that character. And Tom Holland, it was easy because he grew up wanting to be Spider-Man. He grew up on the comics and stuff. So,
which I mean, I feel like anybody would find enjoyment in playing their favorite hero of all time.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, my favorite Spider-Man. I mean, that would be the coolest thing on the planet. I would be in my Spider-Man costume every single day talking to fans.
Okay, so let's run the episode back.
Yeah, because we got off guard really fast.
Off topic.
Off guard, off topic, off the shelf.
When Sylvie, which is female Loki, if you don't know, and if you don't know and you're watching,
I might be crushing.
Sorry.
I'm being serious. Loki definitely is.
Oh,
spoilers.
Loki is falling for himself hard, which I don't know if I'd have it any other way. It fits. No, but Sylvie and Loki, their little moment where she says, I hope you don't, or I hope you're not trying to stab me in the back when we get there. I feel like Sylvie's going to stab Loki in the back, and we're going to see female Loki in the upcoming, like, if they do like a female Avengers movie. Yeah. But I don't think Loki's making it through the series.
I remember we talked about this earlier, and we said that, well, you said you think that she'll be the new Loki in the Avengers.
I do. I think she'll be the new Loki going forward. I would like to see what her and Thor's reaction is going to be, because she never really got to grow up with Thor like Tom Hiddleston's Loki did, because she never had
she was kidnapped at a young age.
Yeah, and she was on the run for the whole life, so
she didn't know her family or Thor or anybody.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see if she does stay in the MCU.
I wonder if they'll ever introduce her
Loki and
her Thor.
Ooh. Is Thor a girl in that universe too, I wonder?
I don't know.
That would be so cool.
Well, what if we see that in the new Thor movie?
What if we see it in this next episode, flashback to her past?
Wow.
We see a female Thor.
Wow.
That's going to be crazy. Okay, well, that's a lot of speculation. That's probably not going to happen.
Well, there has to be a Thor for her.
There has to be.
There has to be. And they have to introduce him or her at some point, right? If she makes it through this.
Yeah. I think one of them's definitely dying. And that could turn Loki back to being the...
But the thing is I don't think Loki is going to be dead forever. Like Tom Hiddleston Loki. Because you saw all those Lokis. I mean, there's possibility.
How many of them
How many of them are there? Not how many of them will survive. I mean, you got to think Doctor Strange and this multiverse that's going on and this next Spider-Man movie, who knows what they're going to unveil. And, I mean, another Loki could come back. He could, like, sneak his way into that time zone or that timeline and then become the new Tom Hiddleston Loki.
My big thing is, where in the hell is this TVA? I think it's in the quantum realm. And I think that's how they're able to travel to all these different timelines that are happening, is because they're in the quantum realm. Yeah. And the quantum realm, I believe, can access, or maybe a little bit more technology, can access different multiverses. This is way out of my expertise. Honestly.
Oh, man, I mean, I've just became a Marvel fan though, like a couple of years ago. So.
Yeah, same here, because I didn't watch any Marvel films until Endgame.
Yeah, I've been a Marvel fan, but I've been like only Spider-Man.
I've been only Iron Man. Because of Robert Downey.
I've seen Iron Man and I've seen every Spider-Man multiple times, but I got really into the MCU probably about when everybody did. If I'm not, Endgame and Infinity War is when it hit hard.
Well, Endgame was coming out, and I was like, well. I looked on the internet.
Well, we had like a marathon where we watched all of them, and then we was like, well, when does Endgame come out? And then it was like...
No. I saw Endgame coming out, and then my buddy Jake was like, you probably need to catch up on Infinity War. So I watched Infinity War by myself, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually kind of okay as a movie, because I hate superheroes. And I was like, this is fantastic. I was like, and I love the Iron Mans just because of Robert. And I watched all three of them without watching any other movie, which was a big mistake because
you have to watch the MCU movies in an order.
Yeah, like not the.
You can't watch them from back to forth.
No, and then we watched like 4 or 5 movies there together.
Mm-hmm.
Doctor Strange, we watched.
We watched Doctor Strange for the first time. We both had never seen Doctor Strange before.
I was dreading Doctor Strange.
Oh my goodness, that was such a good movie.
He is. Not to sound nerdy, but I got Iron Man, and then my second is Doctor Strange. It's just how it is. But it could be Benedict Cumberbatch or Cumberbatch.
We also had a weird reaction to Guardians of the Galaxy 2. That was the funniest movie I had watched in a while when I watched it that day.
I don't think we watched part 1 together.
We didn't, but we watched part 2 together, and it was just
when Dave Bautista goes, Manus, look out!
Oh,
and that rock hits her.
It was so delayed. That's what was funny.
Oh,
like it hit. Like it was like they were zooming out, going around. Like the camera was going around an angle around them to the front of them, and like all of a sudden this big meteor just smashes Mantis, and he just looks at her and goes, "Mantis, look out!"
And I don't know what it is, but Dave Bautista's acting as Drax is so bad,
but it's so perfect.
But it's so yes.
He should win an Oscar for that.
They should. And his line in Infinity War where they go, Quinn goes, where's Gamora? And then Tony goes, who is Gamora? And then
why is Gamora?
Batista improvises the perfect line at why is Gamora?
Why is Gamora?
Oh my god.
How do you say that with a straight face? Like in that heat of the moment, in that big of a film. This is
surrounded by ace.
This is the Russo brothers. And this is like some of the biggest directors
and
ever,
actors.
And some of the best actors ever.
You know, the confidence from somebody young, like
and him being so new to acting, and him almost being—I wouldn't say lucky that he got that role, but for him to have really no other film experience. Hollywood works in a weird way. They don't want somebody that's not got film experience. They want to look back at your resume to see if you got what it takes to be that character. And him to play that character, it was a blessing in disguise for him. and he literally.
Same with Chris Hemsworth and Tom Hiddleston.
Yeah.
They didn't act in anything big.
Mm-mm.
Then they got the parts for Thor and Loki, and people were like, "Oh my gosh, this film's gonna suck."
This movie really brought out a bunch of actors, and wow, Dave Bautista he's awesome.
He is.
He's
I
awesome.
watched Army of the Dead the other day. Fantastic movie.
I've never even heard of it.
It's freaking fantastic. It's
Never
a whole
heard of
new
it.
spin on the zombie genre. It's a heist with zombies.
Never even heard of it.
It's crazy. It's on Netflix.
I'm sorry I just yawned, guys. It is currently almost 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yes. UFC fights do not like time.
And then an hour and a half podcast right after that is not.
Yes.
But it's all worth it. This is amazing.
Reaction.
This is amazing. And it's so fun to talk about stuff like this. And we still got a lot to talk about for episode 5. Like, we got Doctor Strange's building.
All right. So, like he said, Doctor Strange's building was in.
Yeah,
and
it's
Loki. What else? Gosh, there's so much stuff.
Dude, there's I can't remember half the stuff. Like there is
Yellow Jacket's head from Ant-Man Part 1. The guy who
yep,
shrunk.
and it was a big version. It was like a enlarged version. It wasn't normal size version. There was the helicopter. There was like that helicopter that back in Captain America.
Oh yes,
the
Smith
that basically the Hitler
created the Red Skull.
Yeah, he was basically Hitler. They were basically emphasizing that it was Hitler and all that stuff, and that was the same plane that Hitler was actually making.
Yes,
that was an actual plane that Hitler made.
A lot of the technology that I'm sure you guys already know this because this film came out 10 years ago.
A long time ago, yeah.
But I mean, Captain America, the first Avenger, has a lot of like Red Skull's creations are
actual Hitler
blueprints from Hitler. Yeah. So,
I mean,
dude was an evil genius.
He was a very evil genius, and I can't believe this was in the 40s.
Yes, and this was technology we haven't even surpassed yet.
No.
I mean, this is ridiculous.
I mean, we couldn't even manage to make vehicles and weapons at the same time, so every car manufacturer started making weapons and ammo and all that stuff. So, like, I think there was, like, a total of, like, under 100 cars made in the span of the war.
That's crazy.
In America.
Okay,
I mean,
back on Loki. What's going to happen in this final episode?
Oh, a lot's going to happen. A lot. It depends. If there's a couple more episodes, then I don't know.
Okay, Sylvie, is she good or bad?
She's good. She better be good. I'm crushing on her hardcore, man.
Okay.
She's going to get a follow on Instagram right after this.
You got to remember, she is Loki.
Loki or not, man, she's...
Well, no, I'm just saying, if you look at Loki, he usually pretends
now, Loki,
to play a good guy.
I'm not attracted to. Like Tom Hiddleston Loki. No. But female Loki? Wow.
But, I don't think she's good. I think she's going to stab
hope she's
Loki
good.
in the back.
I don't think she's going to be good, but I hope she's good.
Could it? Oh, I bet made a Game of Thrones reference, and that would not have been good. But I don't know. I think she's bad. I think she's going to stab him in the back.
Most likely she's bad. She's probably going to be the one to kill him, unless he sacrifices his life to save her, though she's bad.
What's going to happen with Mobius?
He better not die. Because then our wow is going to be like, wow.
No, I don't think they're going to pull he died twice. Because they did pull he died.
They might do he died twice and then bring him back to life.
Oh my gosh, that would be so redundant.
I mean, but it's Marvel. They could do whatever.
Oh, no, they can definitely do whatever.
And people would just imagine if he died again, and then that would give people a second heartbreak, like, oh wow. And and then like a year later, oh, he's back, and it's like, wow.
Okay, now you sound like a villager from Minecraft.
Wow.
So,
speaking of Minecraft, you do have a video up on your gaming channel, Big Guy Gaming.
Yeah.
You want to follow that?
That's my funniest video, but whatever.
Oh God, no.
Please,
if you know what we're talking about, then you know what you're talking about. If not, then go look.
But old Loki, is he dead?
Old Loki, the one that died by Thanos.
Supposedly, no. No, the old Loki that was so powerful he conjured the whole city of Asgard.
No,
I don't think he's dead. I think.
I don't think.
Could he be the big illusion behind everything?
oh man, I got something in my eye, but that's not why I was looking at you. I was looking at you because that would be awesome. Just imagine if they get there and this entire time it was just Loki. I mean, they're way more powerful than they think they are. I mean, this last episode proved that.
Yeah, because Loki even said, I think we're a lot more powerful.
Because the comic book Loki literally formed a whole city. He literally formed a whole city.
Well, I mean, this old guy did the whole city in the show.
That's what I'm saying. The comic book, like, he's considered like the comic book Loki.
Yeah, like he's the he's got the original attire that the first Loki.
That's what I meant when I said comic book Loki. I didn't mean like I've never read a comic book in my life.
But his power was so insurmountable, and when the what do they call it, Goliath, come after him, he was doing that and his hands were still glowing. So I wonder if he's not Goliath himself in a way. Could he be Goliath? Just I don't know. I think he's got a big part to play still, because he's a terrific actor from what I've seen. But they did kind of go through a whole little circle of redemption with him, saying how they're broken and they couldn't be fixed, and their part to play was to be dead.
And he didn't want to leave.
He didn't want to leave, and there was a reason.
But why would he turn around and volunteer and go back to try to help them? To distract him so that she can
see that's a part that I'm kind of like, I don't think he is, but I mean, it's possible, man. Or maybe there's a more powerful.
What if it's Kid Loki?
Yeah, what if it's Alligator Loki and he can turn into?
Oh wow, that'd be such a turn of events. Because I mean,
Alligator Loki running the world.
They said Loki was like, how do you even know he's a Loki? Well, he's green, I presume.
He's green. And then Mobius is like, well, he could lie his way out of it, so that would make him more of a Loki. that was a good moment. But I think that's about it.
I mean, we got a lot to come.
Who do you think? Who do you think's behind the TVA? Kang the Conqueror?
No, I don't think they're going to introduce him just yet.
I don't think so.
I think they introduced his character exists, and then they're going to introduce him later.
I do too.
Because I feel like they don't put Easter eggs in that show or that movie that they're going to be introduced in. Like Black Panther came out, they introduced him in Captain America, and then the movie didn't even come out for years later.
WandaVision. They hinted at the MCU's devil being in the show.
Yeah.
They referenced it like 3 or 4 times, but she ended up being the big bad. But could they be doing the same thing with Loki? Being like, oh, here's Kang's building, there was something else Kang the Conqueror.
That would make a lot of sense on why what if old Loki is the one, like you said, doing all this himself?
That would be crazy.
And that's why only Lokis can survive. There's a lot of speculation on why the Lokis can survive. I mean, as of right now, we don't exactly know why Loki can survive this, other than, I mean...
Well, you brought it up kind of in the show where he can conjure his own food. I'm probably guessing that if Mobius was there by himself, he couldn't survive, because unless he cooked those little hot dog feet looking things. But I don't think he could survive unless he could conjure his own food, and Mobius can't do that. So I don't know. I cannot wait for this last episode.
And for you guys that like what's that show? Rick and Morty. I've only seen a couple episodes of that. One of the writers of that show actually designed those little weird hot dog looking feet thing.
Yeah, I hope we get a name for him in the next episode, and I really want to know. Maybe that's something old Loki conjured.
I want to know what they do.
To spy. I don't know, but I think this will do it for this first little reaction to Loki.
Yep, and we got this is going to be our Everything Marvel series, right?
Yep, Everything Marvel series.
Everything Marvel.
And hopefully we can next weekend maybe get Black Widow in.
Yep, that would be awesome because it's out right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've yet to watch it. We will watch it for sure.
But thank you for joining us on this. Tags and everything will be in the description as always.
We promise we'll be more efficient with uploading our videos.
Yeah, it's kind of hard. We got a tight schedule and stuff, so I've got a little one running around pretty much.
And I work 12 hours a night. I usually work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. every single night, and then I have to get up, before work to come over and shoot a video.
But if you like this, please like, subscribe, and I guess we'll see you in the next video.
Absolutely. Make sure you follow us on our channels, our Instagram, or Twitter, or TikTok. It'd be absolutely perfect. And we do post there on when we're soon to be uploading podcasts and videos and stuff.
Leave your theories on what you think is going to happen.
Absolutely. If you have something you want us to react to or talk about in a podcast,
please
email us, text us in the comments, DM us on Instagram.
Whatever you got to do.
Whatever you got to do. However you can find a way to get a hold of us. I mean, besides coming to our house.
Yeah, that's lawsuits waiting to happen.
Yeah, but we would absolutely love to
do more.
Yeah, talk about stuff you guys want to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, this is just about us for right now until we get enough people wanting stuff about them.
Yep, this is going to be a regular thing for ever. Ever.
All right. We'll see you in the next video.
All right. And if you do like, we did do a little green theme.
Yeah.
For Loki.
Loki. Hey, we'll do that with other shows too.
Yep. But Spider-Man's going to be red
and blue.
Red and blue. If red and blue mixes well together.
Yeah.
Lighting is very different. Lighting is very difficult to mess with.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm tired. Can you not tell?
I can tell. And those 2 shots are not doing you well.
Yeah, I took 2 shots earlier because of my loss to the Conor McGregor fight. Sadly, he did suffer an injury. I do pray that he has a very
absolutely
healthy recovery.
All right. See you guys in the next video.
All right.
Deuces.